Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. Today we're coming at you with our RS3 account. So this is going to be a loot series, specifically common loot. That's the name of this account, common drops. So I'm very excited for this series. I've done this in the past where I've collected a bunch of stuff, but right now we're actually going to record it so everybody can see it. All of our XP and drops have all been reset. So everything from now until the next video will all be recorded, all be kept in metrics. So we'll take a look at it in the next update. And I'm thinking about maybe 2 to 3 months on the update. So it'll be a little while. Hopefully we can stack a good amount. Here we are in the background, just activating the bond so we can get to a members world. So let's get over to a members world so we can really get things going and really figure out what we got in the bank to work with. And here we are. We're going to actually use our purple presents. This is actually from 2 years ago, Christmas event. So we're going to use them all on dungeoneering because that is literally the worst skill for me. I don't like dungeoneering at all. I can't stand it. So we're going to use it there. And that is perfect. Thank God those are out of my inventory. So now we're going to take a quick peek at the wealth of the account. So the wealth right now is 4 billion. So we got that. When I took a break 3 years ago, it was 5.9 billion. So we've almost lost 2 billion just by hanging out. So that's not great, but I'm sure we'll make it all back. I have faith in us. Right here, we did gear up for Rararis, the Ascension creatures. And right here, this is our loot tab, the one that we're going to be adding to. All these other drops are things that we've had from the past that we don't sell. We don't use the keys there and all the other things that we want to see how many we can get. The Ascension Fragments, we want to see if we can get 10 million. Same thing with the Polypore spores. So we're on the search for the 10 million stacks. And we're all geared up here. I'm not sure why we had the Brooch of the Gods in there. Obviously, we haven't played in a while, but here's our first little, collection of the loot that we've sold. So this is from the Ascension creatures. A few things there. Looking at the ceramic scales have dropped so much, but that's totally fine. And we're going to go ahead and collect it because we thought we were going to have to be buying bonds every 2 weeks, like we said at the beginning here. Like I said, that has changed. We're going to buy one more bond in this video and use it, but that will be the last bond that we'll use on the account. So super excited to see where the account goes from here. And you can kind of see, I was just showing you, we did go to the armor boss there. We got the buckler and the chest plate, sold those off. So we'll be going to Arma here and there just so we can collect a few things, take a little bit of a break or just switch things up a little bit. But very, very excited here. Here is the loot tab so far. I think it was only maybe a trip at Rararis and maybe a trip at Arma. So nothing crazy, but you can kind of see the loot start to add up, and I'm just so excited about it. And right here is another one of our little trips. So let's see what we got in the Grand Exchange. And we ended up getting a lot of the Ascension keys. And with those specifically, when we first started this, I think they were about 118 to 120k each. And as I'm recording the video here, they're about 90 to 95k, so I think we're going to hold on to them for here on out. But this was just us selling them, and I figured I'd show you guys how we're getting cash on the account. And it is really simple. You just got to AFK basically on RS3 and accumulate some stuff. But we're going to get into some other things. We actually went to Ganodermics, and this is our little inventory that we've got. But we did see that we sold some stuff in the GE. So we're going to head over there to the Max Guild and get right into the Grand Exchange just to see what types of things that we did end up selling. All right. So it looks like we got a decent amount of Ascension shards sold there. And we've already got 70 mil in the loot pouch there. So let's collect it all. And we should have enough for another bond. So let's collect that. And we'll take a peek at how much we do have after we get it. So we get 126 mil, so that's plenty for a bond. So let's get one of those guys. Not B9, BO. Perfect. And we're just going to put it in basically for middle, a couple GP above middle, and we'll leave it in there and see if it buys. I'm assuming it will, because it keeps going, the bonds keep going up and down little by little. So let's get into it, and here we are. So in the bank, we got a little bit more to the loot tab. Looks like the Ganodermic beasts have been adding quite a bit to our tab. We want to make sure all of our vials are out of there. And I just love seeing the loot tab increase little by little. But here we are back at the GE. Well, not the GE. This is Max Guild. But the Grand Exchange is here. So the bond did buy. Pretty excited about that. So let's collect all. Let's see what else we got in there. Some of the Ganodermic gloves and boots did sell. I've been buying some other bolts that I realized are a little bit better than the diamond bolts I was using before I took a break. So we got the bond, and this will be the last bond that we do buy on the account because it's just too much money goes into buying bonds. We've already proved that we can do it. It's not really something that we want to continue to do because I'd love to be able to get to the 100 billions in cash or bank value. So we did get the 14 days, so that's pretty exciting, I guess. But moving forward, just looking at some other things in there, nothing really too crazy. But yeah, you guys, I'm just super excited. Like I said, you can pause anywhere in the bank if you want to check out some things. But the biggest thing that we're really trying to get on the account is obviously the 10 million stacks. So you see the Ascension Fragments and the Polypore spores there. Those will definitely be 10 million. Those are the biggest goals that we have. And then anything else that we can really accumulate a lot of are going to be things that we do. So super excited to see where the account goes from here. I'm going to update probably in about 2 to 3 months, like I said. But we do have our '07 account that has videos on the first of every month. So we got monthly videos there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. But thank you for watching. And I really hope that we start getting tons of loot.